Today I want to talk a bit about schema markup. And first of all, let me tell you what this is and how this can benefit you and your website and your business. So basically, there's different types of schema. I'm going to show you one, which is the how-to schema. As you can see here, if you search for how to rank in Google after all the ads, the SERP the result that most calls your attention, of course, is this one. It has an image and a checklist, a step-by-step list. So this one is in second, but I can assure you that this one is the one that gets the most clicks. So if you click here, which I already did, this is basically the list. Okay, this is the site right here, which is list step 1. So it's a how-to guide. Step 1 has a bunch of text. Step 2, again, text, images, blah blah. So if you do inspect view page source, you can see that there is actually some schema. So as you can see, you have different types of schema. This one is the organization schema, which I'll show you in a bit. But if you search through here, you'll find the how-to schema. Okay, this was just an example. I want to show you more examples before I actually tell you how to create these types of schema. Because if you say have a blog here and have a step-by-step list like this guy right here, if you implement schema, the code in your website, you might get lucky, I guess, and have Google display your how-to like this. But let's move on. Other types of schema are recipe schema. So if you search for rice recipes, Google displays these ones, and if you click here, you're redirected to a website that most likely, if you inspect the element, you'll see that it has schema somewhere. So let's do it, and just do Command F and type schema, and as you can see, we have schema right here. Okay, and as you can see, yeah, it has the organization type, which is basically a website or business. And actually, this is the one for the theme, I guess. But if you scroll down here, you can see that there is a recipe schema. So at type recipe, which is one that is available as well as here. Okay. Now again, I'm just gonna show you more examples because I think this is valuable. There's event schema. So say events in Portland. Of course, you can go down here and click each one of these, but these ones get a bunch of attention. The idea with schema is to get your site highlighted in some way in the SERP so you get more clicks. So this is the good thing about schema. You get many more clicks. The one I showed you for the rice recipes, there were like big images here. So you're most likely you're going to click the images that will take you to the article instead of scrolling down and clicking on the articles. Then say you write best PC monitor 2022. You also have here a list schema. Okay, so just like the previous one I showed you. And of course, all these websites get clicks, but I'm guessing this one gets many more clicks. Okay, so the idea is to highlight your website with schema like this. And sorry if I'm repeating myself. And then another one, that's FAQ schema. So if you write, why is SEO important? This right here is FAQ schema. So the FAQ, so the questions to the answers to your questions, appear directly in the SERP, so you don't need to click. But if you do click, as you can see, this is the website, so it has why SEO is important, it has the question and the answer. The question and the answer. Okay, so and this appears directly on the SERPs. Okay, so this calls more attention to this result. And this one has it as well. Okay, so just gonna double check. If you do inspect view page source, which I already did right here, you can see it has schema implemented as well. Okay, so now you know why it's important to have schema, because it, in theory, gets more clicks to your website. How do you actually implement schema? Okay, so what you do is go here. There are several tools that do this. This one is a good one. Technicalseo.com. You go for tools and then schema markup generator. Say you have, for example, a FAQ section or a recipe or whatever, video, product. There's a bunch of schema. Local businesses. This one, I think I have a video on this, but if I don't, I'll record one in the future. But if you have a local business, you need to insert local business schema in your website. Okay, it gets you a ton of advantages. Now, say you want to do how a FAQ page, okay, like the one we saw previously, where the results were directly in the SERPs. What you do is choose it right here. Then what you do is go to your FAQ page, sorry. So you need to have an FAQ page created beforehand, okay? So otherwise this doesn't make sense. So this right here, you write the first question on your FAQ page. I don't have an FAQ page on my website, but if I did, I'll just copy the first question here. So let's do why is SEO important, for example, because it gets you more business. Okay, but like I said, this would be you'd have to copy exactly what your FAQ page on your website was about. Or if you chose, for example, a recipe or whatever, product, event, whatever, it needs to be the same as you have it on your website, of course. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense. Okay, so you can add more questions, whatever. What you do then is you copy this code and you go to Google, sorry, this is in Portuguese, you go to Google Rich Results tool. And you just go to the code, you paste it in, and you test the code. And basically this tool will just double check if the tool you use to generate the schema code is in the correct format. So as you can see, it is. So this is a good tool. Like I said, there are several. So make sure if the one you're using generates quality code, okay? And as you can see here, FAQ detected. This isn't properly filled out. Like I said, this isn't like this looks very bad. But yeah, as you can see, it's valid. So now what you do is you copy the code again and go to your website and go to the post where you have the actual FAQ, which I don't have. And let's say this one was it. I don't even know what this is, but let's say this was the post with the FAQ. Go to text and just paste in the code and you just hit update and you're good. So now to double check if the schema was actually implemented, what you do is copy that URL, copy link address, and you go here and paste in the URL, test URL. And as you can see here, the FAQ schema is detected and it's valid. Yeah, that's basically it. This is how you would get results like the ones I showed you before, like how to do SEO. This one is the how-to schema, like again, they're the recipe ones. How to cook rice or rice recipes, I think, yeah. So this is how you get stuff like this, okay, or the FAQ one, which again, if you wanted to know how to cook rice, most likely you would click these ones instead of scrolling down right here and clicking these ones, okay? So that's the idea behind the schema markup and how it can help you and your business. Something else, just I guess I can mention, if you want to do some a local business schema or organization, what you do is instead of doing that on a certain post like this, you go to at least in WordPress, you go to appearance, theme editor, you go to the header and you place the code inside the body or the header. Either one works. And yeah, that's just basically a little tip if you want to do the local business or organization. So of course you wouldn't post that on a single post. You would need to post it on the header or on the header so it goes throughout the whole website, okay? And yeah, that's basically it.